Yo, you're listening to BGKO.
Yo, what's the deal? This is BG Knocc Out from BG Knocc Out TV. I'm here with my lovely cousin. What's happening?
Hey, cousin. It's your girl, Lavish. Hello.
What's going on, man? We got a new episode tonight right here in Las Vegas, and we got a special guest in the house.
We do have a special guest.
I think I'm Big Meech.
Yeah.
Larry Hoover.
E17.
Demetrius Shipp Sr. What's up, brother?
What's up, family?
Thank you for coming
Appreciate
through, man.
you, man. Bless you, dog.
What's going on with you, bro?
Easy call.
Easy call.
You feel me?
So you know we're going to get into it, right?
Got to.
Got to run that resume, man, because we know you a super producer. You know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
know
You a man of many hats.
And I
you
know if somebody could sing and not Jag.
Okay. See, he getting started already. This is why we here. You know what I'm talking about? So look, bro, let's get a little bit into your background. Where was you brought up at?
Original Delamo.
Carson, California.
Carson. A real black boy.
Real black boy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know all about it. You know what I mean? So you went to school out there and everything?
Every school that.
Every school they got?
Every school that was there. And, you know.
Carson High too?
Yeah, I ran that school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would kick your kid out if you had a problem with me. They'd kick you out for your safety.
Damn. Okay. So you just wasn't a producer, you was a gangster too, huh?
No, I was a church boy.
Nah,
and
man,
I had
don't
a
sound
target
like
on
church.
my back that said I would take it.
Okay.
I was getting my ass beat at home. It wasn't nothing in the street I was worried about.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
getting in too much trouble at home for what's happening in the street. It was like a ping pong, and then you just wake up and say, okay, everybody's about to stop.
Yeah.
And you.
Right.
For sure. Well, for those who don't know,
Shout out to
you're
my
Demetrius Shipp Sr., right?
Yeah.
We know a lot more about your son because your son is an actor. You know what I'm saying? He played
Absolutely.
Tupac in the Tupac movie.
Unbelievable.
In the biopic, he did a hell of a job.
I knew it when
He
I
made
was
us
19.
believe he was Tupac in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And but we know you more for the music side. Like you
Yeah.
produced a lot for a lot of different people. Can you like run your discography down to us a little?
I do it quickly like this, which will make sense to somebody like you who knows the game.
Yes, sir.
Inside. Discovered by Big West,
Okay.
Solar Records.
Yep.
×3, everything over there that they was doing at the time.
Yeah.
To Grand Jury, Mike Conception.
Yes, sir. Shout out Mike Conception.
Shout out Mike Conception, which he gave me some advice. I listened. Yeah. Oh, I listened to his advice.
Yeah.
He told me to do something specifically, and I did it.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, Teddy was picking me up from the airport in Virginia.
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley.
Yes, sir.
So you have
Shout
to
out
know
Teddy.
that anybody that was hot in the 90s, you came through Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
So you can't name anyone that we didn't work on a remix because he's the original remix king.
Absolutely.
We did 20, 30 mixes on some records.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I jumped off in that alumni star-studded academy with people like Pharrell and shit like that.
Dope.
With probably one of the first hit records, which was Bobby Brown.
Okay, which record is that?
Until the End of Time, That's the Way Love Is actually when they shot the video too.
Okay, for sure.
So That's the Way Love Is.
For sure.
Wow.
Shout out Bobby Brown.
Bobby
Shout out
Brown.
Bobby.
Hey.
We want to get into some of them stories as well. We know you got a lot of songs with Pac as well. Can you like name them songs that you did with him?
With Pot,
Yeah.
it started with Juice.
Juice,
The
the soundtrack?
Yeah, so I scored on the movie. You was finna say something?
No.
Oh, the movie Juice, and then like we did a lot of work at Death Row, and it's interesting. It seems like we're still working.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's strange. It feels like we're still working now,
Yeah.
but we did a lot of work. But that was bittersweet.
Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace, Tupac, man.
Oh, Toss It Up, legendary. That's the
Yeah,
that's
I
the
was
one.
gonna ask
So
you
that's the
about that.
first single of Machiavelli.
Yeah, and that's who. What's her name is on the hook of that song? right?
KC, JoJo,
KC and
my
JoJo.
cousins, Aaron
Yeah,
Hall,
for sure.
my cousin,
Yeah,
Danny
yeah.
Boy. Deep
Wow.
breath.
Now I have a question.
Yeah,
I do have a question.
Hold on, Danny Boy.
Danny.
Danny Boy.
Shout out Danny Boy. Danny
good.
Boy used to live here. He moved, huh? He moved from out of Vegas. He had a restaurant I went to I don't think it really got off the ground, but he tried to do something. But
Shout out, Daddy Boy.
yeah.
Shout out.
Well, what was your question? Go ahead.
So basically, since you have been in, engineer, and you've been go ahead and working on different artists back then.
Producer, songwriter.
Sorry, producer,
Musician.
songwriter, musician. But the studios, based on all of the equipment from back when it first started till now and how advanced the technology has gotten, like, can you just kind of describe like how
I got the best scenario for that.
Okay.
And you're going to relate to this, bro.
Okay.
You work it. We're 48 tracks. We're 96 tracks. Digitals done. First of all, coming in, they got to tune these machines. You like 30 to 40 minutes just when your session starts, waiting on the engineer to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're somebody like me who's at the controls and you let that reel pop off, you have to get up, or somebody's got to go back and reset that reel up and wait for those machines to calibrate.
Yeah.
Wow.
We don't do none of that now.
Not anymore.
And if you're foolish enough to scratch over something and it's done, if you don't know how to record, that's it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You mean to tell me like a song?
That's it. There's no undo.
Yeah, because we used the reel-to-reels back then, and so it's like you had to bring up every sound by sound by sound by sound by sound.
And we running like 96 channels, like something crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
What sounded like some bulletproof speakers, like will get in your throat.
For real.
Peace knobs.
So what got you into music, bro? Like what attracted you and what made you?
Oh man, I was dope as a kid. I was a child prodigy, man. I was beating the organ down when I was like 8 years old. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
make grandma and them go nuts, moms, everybody. Like
yeah.
I just came up, them was the guys like, to me, Stevie Wonder was a gangster, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to be blind, dog.
Yeah, you wanted to be blind.
I stared at the sun.
heard
I
that
stared at the sun for hours, dog. I wanted to be blind as a kid. That's how dope he was. You laughing, but I'm nice though. It got me where I'm at.
For sure.
I'm here now, but look.
You crazy, bro.
But I'm just saying, that's how inspired I was. I saw him and
for
it
sure.
just was like, the way you could see the music was inside, and the way, the impact that he had on my mother and my mother's musicality and my grandfather. I was kicking the piano, keeping the beat and playing when I was like, ever since, I don't remember not playing.
Right. So did they put you in like any type of music classes or school or anything?
Never. My
Nothing?
mom just had me around whoever was dope. Shout out to all my mentors. One of them specifically,
by being around, like
Bishop John Black Jr. So he's a junior, but at the time, the same person I'm talking about is at church, but he's also writing and a member of the Gap Band crew.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So he's bringing that to church.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Right.
Wow.
I just grew up with dudes who know how to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You watch dudes play.
Right.
You learn. You know what I'm saying? You learn it, and I'm abbreviating it basically. Because I'm a kid. I don't got the fingers to stretch, but I got the mentality, and intelligence, and brilliance.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely did your shit, though. I mean, from the music that we know that you done, we know you know your shit. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I learned from the best. I
sure.
credit the people that I've been allowed to be around.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And then what I've done in those environments.
I'd like to give you some flowers. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I appreciate that. I'm here, and it's coming from good people. I appreciate y'all. This is dope.
For sure. We appreciate you as well. Go ahead.
So I did have a question. I just wanted to ask. So when it came to actually having to, transition from being just a regular engineer from Death Row when you left
Not
Death
an
Row.
engineer. Not an engineer. That's the second time you did that.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Spirit of Jag is present. Y'all pray.
I don't know if are you saying I'm Jag? That's okay.
No.
I said the spirit. I went there.
Spirit of Jag.
Spirit, okay.
We rebuke it.
All right, let me change my question. Okay, since we talk about Jag, I've been watching you and Paxton's, podcast that you guys got going on, and you guys have some different panels going on with her, and so apparently, you guys have pretty much silenced her. And how do you feel about this win?
Shut up. And the people that's listening to her, stop abusing this girl.
Yeah.
She wacky tacky, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all standing around watching her crash out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been with her. She's not good. And I want to break something right here to you, Jag. You said something about the higher ups was about to do something. Man, I got that phone call today. That's dead.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
I squashed that.
to make it plainly, we talking about Jaguar Wright. For
Yeah,
those
if you
who
cross
don't know, 'cause we
BG and
saying
it's
it.
something, we gonna squash you. Yeah, if you cross the homie and you trying to do business with people that we good with, families for over 30 some years, and you don't know how we got where we at. You don't know the debts that's been paid. Understand? Ain't always music, okay?
Right,
so you're not gonna get no pass on crossing up somebody that we love and think you just gonna slide into your glory. It's not gonna happen. You're pretty much done. You're cooked.
Man.
And I'm probably the only one that was bold enough to take a chance on you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Straight up. Nobody wanted to touch her. They was all afraid.
Because they say she knows too much information or something.
She just
got active warrants.
Okay.
My door could get kicked in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Too much going on. Shit. That's crazy.
You talking shit about people who may not be playing games.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
I can dig
Stupid
it.
shit.
Okay. Well, I guess it seems like, hey, since you dead and buried.
She's quiet now.
I'm glad.
She's quiet now.
Yeah, I'm glad.
She's a lot more quiet. She's
was a
going to be a
bully.
lot more quiet too in the
She
future.
was a bully. She was a bully too.
I hate bullies.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
was.
care, man or female. She tried to go on. She's in her godly space now, so I like that.
Yeah,
You're spiritual. Stay right there. That'll keep you, with us.
Right.
For sure. Amen.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So look, man,
Gorilla. Hey, you can't
I was
sing though.
trying to change
Hey,
the
anybody? Is it anybody here that thinks she can
I'm
sing?
trying to change the subject.
Is anybody bumping that in their car? Are you bumping that?
Glorilla?
Is it?
Who is that?
Clean it in her. Wow, who's that? That was nice. Didn't sound like nobody was choking you by the throat and shaking you.
That's how they sound.
I don't know where we just ended up at. Right?
Stupid.
Hey.
Yeah.
So look, I wanna ask you about your son, man. What inspired him to get into acting and stuff like that?
Man, this is so crazy. Listen,
Yeah.
this dude had me crying at a 6th grade play.
Yeah.
And checking myself. Like, stop that, man. This dude ain't finna be no movie star. Stop doing that. Like, oh, you feel like that because that's your son. This is what's going through my head. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, is everybody seeing what I'm seeing?
Right.
And then when he couldn't get out the door, and every parent and every student wanted a picture with him,
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
Right.
Wow.
That was dope. That's dope.
And he's dope as a musician.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to
music as
Young
well?
Me. Oh yeah, on the set of drums, come on, he's spinning sticks, looking all fly and shit.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So has he done
Taught
anything
himself on
that we know
keys.
about?
Oh, he's producing now. Yeah, he's been working with. He was working with. I don't want to say what's the man's name. He was in a camp with Anderson .Paak. So
Okay.
we always TDE affiliated though.
That's dope.
All things TDE. Shout out to Todd.
So can you give us some stories when you was in the studio with Pac? Like, can you like remember one of the best times you probably had in the studio with him?
Yeah, Pac. It got to be in the studio.
It don't matter, nah.
Wherever.
was
I mean,
asking.
just a story.
I only did that because I know you did music for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, any
When we
story.
met, Mike had told him, "Hey man, you and my producer look alike, right?"
Yeah.
He had told me that, right? And I'm like, come on, we want to hear some shit
Right, of
like that. I
course,
don't care nothing
yeah.
about that shit.
Right.
And cause I've been me all my life, dog. Real talk.
Right.
And so we was at Jack the Rapper in Atlanta, and it's going up, and we
Jack
met.
the Rapper.
And so we faced off. He walked up. I had seen him, and him and Mike came in. They coming in. Crowd is building, following.
Yeah.
Right. And he walked up to me, and he just kind of like smirked.
Okay.
And I'm like,
He was happy to see himself, probably.
well,
Like, this nigga look like me.
For real. We related.
it was weird because I felt crazy because I had all this energy building up, like,
Yeah.
I'm being groomed to be a producer, but I just came home, dog.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I just gave these people like 12 years of prison time back. You
Right,
feel me?
right.
With a
Wow.
good attorney and some sense, you feel me? So, yeah, he just like, he just went into that cool thing where he looked and it was like he saw it and we embraced.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we turned up, me and my church.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
went to jail for disturbing peace that night.
Damn. Jack the Rapper, too. That shit used to be wild.
Jack the Rapper.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about that, huh?
Unfortunately, cousin, no.
It's probably a good thing.
It was a loose. Hey, no, here you go. Here you go. It was a Luke Skywalker party that night
Oh
too.
shit! See, that's what I'm saying.
Shout out
Y'all
to
can
Uncle Luke.
imagine out there what them type of parties was like back then. They was wild as hell.
That was wild
Yeah.
as hell.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. Man, listen.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I know back in the day, the parties back in the day were way different because it seemed like the whole block, the whole street, everything was shut down.
Especially in Atlanta and shit like that. Yeah.
Very
Like,
different.
Oh my god.
Giving different vibes.
I think they put out a documentary about some of that shit. Didn't they
Velvet
recently?
Room after
Yeah, the Freaknik documentary. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it started there. Yeah, but after a certain time, it's just like it would just. It's the reason why you make. It would remind you why you make music
Right.
Yeah.
and what kind of music to make.
Right.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
I study people. I didn't go for everything else. Like, for me, it's like cool homework.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. Cool homework by Meech.
So what kind of person? What kind of person you seen Pac as? Like, what kind of person in your mind? Like,
Wait a minute, did I say enough about Junior, dog?
nah, you really didn't.
Saved my life, bro.
Yeah.
When did you have him? How old were you?
I had several cases, and I was 16 when I did that because I wasn't gonna live. I didn't have a plan to live, so I had to have a son.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody was dying. Me and the homie sitting around, like, man, we better do everything we want to do now.
Right.
So I'm grown now. But we're
At
grown.
16.
Period. Point blank.
How many kids do you have actually?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I have 4 kids.
Wow.
3 girls, 1 boy.
And who's the
Beautiful, 3
oldest?
beautiful daughters. Kiana's 10 days older than Lil Meech.
Okay. Are they into music
So
or
I had
acting
2.
and
I had
stuff?
2. Nah, she's got a business. She's got Black Tacos. She's written 2 books, and she's got products, and she's over in Marina Del Rey chilling. Shout out to Key.
Shout out.
What's up, gang?
Hi, Key.
That's what it do.
My other daughter behind her, Ariel, just had a baby. She has 2. My other daughter has 2. And she's a painter. And you can see some of her work in Nipsey Hussle's video and everywhere in downtown LA.
Oh, that's dope.
And she does corporate events, like 15 minutes paintings upside down.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's amazing.
Super talented, man.
Super talented. My youngest daughter, shout out to my baby and her husband. She just graduated. She's got a degree.
Okay.
And she has her own dance business model and class, and no one can beat her dancing. Don't dance against her.
Yeah.
She'll make you look crazy.
Wow. Oh, and then okay.
I'm a good father.
You're a good father.
Shout out to the good fathers, man. You know what I'm
Good
saying? We don't
father.
get enough credit. But go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I just had a question to just ask you. Did you ever encounter having to deal with just people just hating on the fact that you're talented, or did you have competition when it came with you and Dre? Like,
Yeah, it
working
was
in the same-
weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was strange because, you know, it could happen to anybody. You don't pick who you are or what your intelligence is. It's just, you know, like I could hear something and go to the piano and play it. And like I said, my heroes, the people I paid attention to me, musicians were gangsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was cool. They came in late.
Okay.
The cool looking chick
Yeah.
Yeah.
showed up when he got there.
Okay.
We started noticing that her car pulled up when his did.
Right.
Okay. So you know that they're there when the girl walks in the room. You know that the artist is there now.
Silly
I
shit.
already know. That's
You
how
feel
that
me?
shit
So-
used to be too, like.
And
Real shit.
like me, yeah, it was a Superman cape actually, because I could walk into a room of people and make everybody stop. I could go in the mall and stop the mall as a kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to Code and Piano. Where my money at?
Where that check at?
Yeah, but so what I'm asking you is, did you ever feel like people were really trying to take credit for things that you actually did when you tweak a song? Like, that's what I kind of mean. Like,
Oh, in the
are you the only-
business?
Yeah, because
Oh
because
man,
I'm
girls
not
be
sure
like
how this
trying to take
works.
credit for all type of stuff.
Would it be
man.
like multiple actual engineers working on one project, and then
like
it's
that
like you
word
do something
engineer?
tight?
You like the word engineer? Everybody said, "Come on, let's say it together." Engineer.
Engineer.
Engine number
You're
9.
right.
No.
You like that word? I have mixed records. I do know how to engineer though.
Okay.
Yeah,
that came.
Our producing.
I don't want to disrespect engineers because that's something you sit with them and learn.
Yeah, for sure.
So you don't get that out the gate. I was music first. I was talent first.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then by sitting with someone like a Teddy Riley who's hands on and who's doing his drops and mixes like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like drops was a big part of what we did at New Jack Swing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
them mutes and them cuts, even after you did it.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I used to wait until, hey Teddy, I used to wait till you came out your studio room and then I press play.
Wow.
And make him stay up another 3-4 hours.
Y'all got anything y'all working on like as of now?
Oh yeah, we back jigging. What? I'm
That's
good with
hard.
everybody I started with, man. That's amazing.
That's
dog.
amazing.
amazing.
You know that. You know that's
So,
amazing.
everybody I
It's a hell of a
started with,
feat.
full circle, we back on deck. Shout out to everybody, man. It's
That's
crazy.
dope.
Real
What y'all
talk.
got
Shout
going?
out
What-
Stone, man.
What y'all working there? Shout out Stone Paxton as
Hey,
well.
BG got some records.
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I do. Wait on it. But what y'all working on now? Is y'all working on any particular project?
Oh, man, we working on Meech,
On you?
Stone,
Yeah.
y'all stuff, some more stuff, some new artists, that stuff. I've been finding some gems.
Blair.
Bleezy.
Bleezy.
Bleezy Blair.
YB.
Good Lord.
YB.
By the time we lit a fire up under her ass, boy, because we've been trying to get her going.
Blair's a double threat. It's crazy.
We gotta get on Sassy too. We gonna put a record out, a
Double
taco
threat.
record.
And real talk,
I
like,
used to be. Go say it.
I just never been whacked, dog.
Yeah, that's
Right.
dope,
It ain't
man.
my fault.
No, and truly,
Nah, you
honestly,
blessed.
I never been mediocre. It's not my fault.
Blessed by the
I
best.
didn't-
That's
it's
all
not
that
my
is.
fault. It's blame the people I was around. Kobe Bryant patting himself out after the greatest. Look who he became. That's
Right.
all I did.
Right.
God don't make mistakes. You know, the talent is within you, and so, and you know, just thank you for actually blessing.
But to your point, real quick,
Yeah,
it can
sure.
have a negative effect because I did feel like I was worthless as a kid. Like if I didn't have the gift, nobody loved me. You feel me? So you do
Wow.
carry that as a child. Like, oh, okay, y'all love me because
So where you think that came from, though, bro?
it came from how when you have that kind of an impact on a ministry specifically.
Okay.
Adults treat you like an adult.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. At maybe 8 or 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, if me and my little church girlfriend was looking for a seat, it'd be a whole row would clear to make sure we had a seat.
Right.
But you learn that, or you learn that the people don't know you; they just love the gift, and then you learn that the gift was given to you, and the gift is supposed to be bigger than you, and you're supposed to leave it for the people. It's for the people. So it's an education, but it's a mature software spot where you got to learn how to be okay with people's reaction and the fact that you have this thing that you do that they love, and yeah, they don't care how you feel. They don't know both your parents just died, 53 years of marriage, 53 days apart.
Okay.
Feel me?
So that had a lot to do with it then, losing your parents at a young age.
No,
huh?
that's
No?
just 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Wow.
What it has to do with when people acknowledge you and you have siblings that they don't know. See, like now people do this shit. They say, how's your son? I say, I got 4 children.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Right.
How's my family?
Right, absolutely.
Don't single out my son.
Right.
Because he ain't the star. My baby's the star.
Yeah.
Me is the star. Y'all just don't know it yet.
Right.
They all are.
That's what's up.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course. Well,
Next question.
next question.
Go ahead.
Hey, shout out.
So-
Let me see. Let's explain.
See, a lot of
Let's
people-
explain the Big Meech thing too, real quick.
Yeah.
Straight up and down. Like, I was Big Meech since I was 16, and I was standing on business.
Yeah.
No disrespect to nobody. I know them dudes up top. We've been knowing each other for a long time. A lot of dudes from where I'm from, my area is tied into the fabric of that. You know that.
Yeah, of course.
But there's a lot of difference in a full-fledged gangbanger and a drug dealer. Enough said.
There it is there. Go ahead, cousin.
So the question that I do have here for you, and this is something that
And I'm not that now. I'm just saying.
No, he know, bro.
What was
I like your personality.
Shit still stands though. Shit still stands. I don't got to tell people what to do. Hey, I don't got to tell people what to do concerning me. That's why I go where I go by myself.
Right.
Now, I just want to ask you, what was your favorite particular project that you ever worked on? Like, what was the one that you had the most exciting? You just got to be just excited.
It was Pac. What?
Pac is up.
We passed the joint right here. Boom, a blunt.
Yeah.
And then he went in and he did it. And he looked at me and said, Who else we don't fuck with?
Yeah.
Said your name.
Oh, you talking about the song? They hit him up.
No, toss it up.
Toss it up. You didn't do hit him up?
No.
That's somebody said that.
I think it was me on accident. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was
Well, that's close. Toss it up.
Yeah, but toss it up is the shit. You know, that's a classic for sure.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, okay, so since you actually work with Pod directly,
that was the most difficult and challenging session I ever did. So
yeah,
imagine
you in there with Casey and JoJo now.
No, but look how I did it though, bro. I didn't cut them one at a time.
Yeah.
I made them sing that song together like a group. Mic everybody up. Engineer, you gonna do some extra work today.
Was it Hennessy in there? I know it was a bunch.
They had everything, whatever they needed.
wow.
I know them niggas too well.
How long did it take for them to lay the track?
Oh, that part was cool. That part was cool. It's just, once again, they didn't know. I had to set the tone. Goodness, you know what I'm saying? I came in with the first verse. And once the tone was set, I just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
It was some little politics in there. People felt like I favored KC, but I did. Because guess what? KC is KC and the Haley Singers.
Yeah.
You know what that goes back to? Quartet, gospel. I grew up on them. Sunday mornings hearing.
Okay.
We have heard the joyful sounds, y'all.
Yeah.
KC.
Wow.
So of course I gave him more space on the record, and I love JoJo too. It's my dude.
Sure. Well, look,
Church
man,
boy.
We kind of running out of time.
That's good. Let's get out of here.
This is not yet. This is BG Knocc Out from BG Knocc Out TV.
This your girl,
This
Lavish. We got Meech in the building.
Big Meech, Demetrius Shipp Sr.
Yes.
And we hope y'all enjoyed. We're gonna try to get you back, man, because you gotta
bring some music back. We gotta do some more
music.
stuff.
You can do whatever you want.
And it's way more stories than that. Trust me.
That's my whole point. That's why I said we gotta bring you back. So we're gonna have a part 2.
I'm like one of the people that never did Boogeyman Tough Guys and names. You feel me?
For sure.
Names never move me.
Look, man, BG Knocc Out, BG Knocc Out TV, Demetrius Shipp Sr. We gonna have part 2 coming up real soon. We out.
Peace.
Yeah.